I like a little sassy in your bag. Pass the I'm a lead. Spit. Lose consciousness.
Are you ready for...
Always something going on here in LA, and there's happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from everyone here at 2K Sports. Nothing like the NBA for Turkey Day. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans, as well as all that are involved, are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testing encounter between these two. The build-up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
Now Sacramento starting five. Quincy Acy out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, George Karl and I caught up for just a bit. Obviously he has a lot on his plate when it comes to defending against Kobe Bryant. I asked him what he might do, and he said not much. He's one of the league's all-time best scorers, and no matter what you seem to do, he finds ways to get on the scoreboard. Kobe might be seeing a lot of double teams here tonight, guys.
Thanks again, Doris.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
He was all alone on that one.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And the 3 off target.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
And the shot is good. Gay's got his first 2 points of the night.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
And here's Rondo after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Cousins with a screen on Russell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Rondo. Here's Cousins, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
Now, here's Sanders. Poked away and stolen by Cousins. Rebound the Lakers.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Young dishes to Kobe. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Kobe's got his first basket. The Lakers did have problems defending inside, Greg. You're right, both on drives, Clark, and on post-ups.
Yeah, you know, they were second to last in the league in field goal percentage at their own rim. And rim protection is more than just blocking shots. So they got a lot of blocks as a team, but anything they didn't block went in.
Here's the break. Here's Russell. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Rajon Rondo. The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Sanders. Bass comes in for Randall. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Kobe. Russell kicks to Hibbert. Screened by Russell. Hibbert, the pass to World Peace. Here's Russell, and Rondo sends it back. They retain possession. Hibbert, the shot from the low post is good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Teams really tailspinned out of control afterward.
Lakers trail by 4. Here we go, one-on-one. That's good.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Rondo against Russell. Cauley-Stein dishes to Kufas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
So it's the Lakers now. The Kings getting the bucket. Here's Hibbert. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Collison. Outside Collison. And that's not going to go. Thanks for presentation of the NBA. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Roy Hibbert. Man's out there with World Peace. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Neal in a 2-guard. Here's Collison after the basket by the Lakers. And there's the feed to Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. 6 points here for Cousins.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, you know, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point, but Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
Now here's Collison, looking for his first basket still in this one. 5 on the clock. From deep, Gay, no good. Nance with some nice D.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
And Roy Hibbert, the bucket on the assist by World Peace. World Peace has got 4 assists now tonight.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice.
Now here's Gay. There's a good screen. Goes up on the high post, and it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
He continues to struggle from the field, but luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Yeah, and for Cousins, it's never been a question of talent. I mean, many are glad to see that he's been able to stay focused really for the first stretch of his career. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Sanders checked in for Hibbert. Randall comes in for Nance. Young's checked in for Meta World Peace. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Gary Neal.
Hit. Shooting one.
Sacramento making a switch here. AC's checked in for Los Angeles. They have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And the basket by Collison.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Quincy Acey. Kobe's checked in for Clarkson. And then for Sacramento, Cauley Stein comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bellinelli. And stolen by Butler. Rondo kicks to Acey. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, somehow the Lakers met.
He's off on the second. And for the Lakers against the rest of the West last year, they only went 9-43, Greg, in their own conference matches.
Yeah, and never a good sign when less than half of your wins come against your own conference. The Lakers know they have a long road ahead of them to get back to their years of Western Conference dominance.
The Lakers making a switch here. Pass is checked in. Young passes to Bryant. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Kings leading now by 3. There's the pick. Here's Rondo. Randall grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
For the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. And Young comes over to help. AC dishes to Butler. Offside Rondo. Again, Rondo missing. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Young from outside tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bass has got his first bucket of the night.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Yeah, but how about the fight there prior to that ball being available? That's what I like and what you need to really focus on when they have plays like that.
Russell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo kicks to Collison. The pass to Butler. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Dishes it to Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Rondo. Good. And the Kings lead by 3.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And Young kicks to Bass, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And the call will go against Caron Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Randall. And a change for Sacramento. Koufos is checked in. Back to Russell. Shoots from 12. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Cauley stopped. Can't hit. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Well, Roy, you...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, it's tough to play on the road, and they overcame that. They were mentally and physically prepared for this game, but it hasn't been easy. They faced some intense play from a team on its home turf, but these guys didn't cave in. In fact, they fought back with some intensity of their own, successfully, in front of a very hostile crowd.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked.
Well, that's all for now, as it looks like the second half is just...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. They've got Bellinelli, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Acey. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Rondo in at the point. Rondo against Russell. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Sanders. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Rondo against Russell. Sanders with a screen on Rondo. Screen by Sanders. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And the Lakers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Bryant. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, a huge moment for Kobe last season before the injury. I mean, he passed the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
For Kobe, that was him moving into the third spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says a lot, Clark, about where he stands among the greats.
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So he's clearly on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
Cousins against Sanders. Now here's Cousins. D right on him.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Bryant drives in. Took him no time at all on that one. Kobe's got 4 this quarter.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in.
Outside Rondo. Here's the screen. Rudy Gay on the wing. Releases from 15. There's the bucket. Good. Gay's got 6 points.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Nancy's checked in for Julius Randle. World Peace comes in for Nick Young. And Gary Neal subbed in for Kobe. Stolen by World Peace. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Cousins. Rondo drives in. Gay misses. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him great confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season. But he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Rondo. And Nance kicks to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. But they'll get another chance. The dish to Neal. Here's Clarkson. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Sanders. Uses both hands to slam it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Larry Sanders. Sacramento also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Cauley Stein comes in for Caspi, and it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Bellinelli for 3, and that one's good. Bellinelli's got 6.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Cauley Stein's shot is good. Now it's a 6-point Sacramento lead.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that.
And he makes the first.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Brandon Bass is checked in for Nance. Williams comes in for Meta World Peace. And it's Russell in for Jordan Clarkson. Cauley Stein with the screen for Collison. It's deflected, and he gets it back. He feeds it to Kufis. They shoot again. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Pulls up. No good off the front iron.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Sacramento. They're up by 6. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Lakers trail by 6. Russell is out there with Williams. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. That's the Laker 5. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Julius Randle's checked in for Los Angeles. Kobe comes in for Williams. Randle kicks to Russell. Here's Hibbert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Roy Hibbert.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Easy the pass to Collison. Feeds it to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Young. 4 on the clock. Here's Gay. And that one goes long.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Collison. Young dishes to Randle. Russell kicks to Randall. Young from outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
And the Lakers with some changes. Sanders comes in for Roy Hibbert, and it's Clarkson in for Russell.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
Sacramento leading by 6. Pass to Cousins. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Sanders has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Bryant passes to Randall. Lakers working the ball around now.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head, like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor. It is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Picked by Randall. Clarkson dishes to Randall, to the middle. And it's Sanders with the finish.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
All right. Timeout called the Lakers. Lakers trail by 6. Kobe attacking. AC with the rebound. AC's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. To the paint. That's good from Gay on the assist by Rondo. 14 points for Gay.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Passes it to Clarkson. Kicks it to Young. Fires the 3. That's good.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Rondo passes to Gay. Here's Bellinelli. Defended by Bryant. Ejected by Young. Fast break. The Lakers. Bryant's running. And Sanders throws it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Here's Rondo. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Kings lead by 5.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Milwaukee. And AC kicks to Rondo. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Sanders, high post. And Bryant kicks to Young. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Kings.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
They set the screen. Gay outside. Shot clock at 5. Bryant with the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Clarkson. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Bryant, that's for 2. Another shot. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second-chance points. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And here's Young from the arc. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1. Timeout called by the Kings. They're up by 1. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested 3 is never an easy shot.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 4. 1 second left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Well, it's going to take them a miracle here, Kevin. I guess you fire up a quick 3 and then try to foul, but this is over.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
Well, DeMarcus.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance